Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today is the day. The long-awaited day has arrived. Yes, I'm so excited because we're headed all the way back to 1975 to listen to Song of Scheherazade by the amazing Renaissance. And this one comes courtesy of my amazing supporter here and over on Patreon, John L. Rice. So thank you so very much, John, for all your support, for this request, for choosing this. I've been wanting to do it for so long. A bit intimidating. I figure if I can do The Greats by Yes, by Genesis, I can tackle this. Don't know what to expect, but I know it's going to be brilliant. All right, this one is the full side 2 of Scheherazade and Other Stories, their 6th studio album, considered their best by many. The suite was originally conceived by Michael Dunford as the score for a theatrical musical. Interesting. An abridged version made it onto this album, which is the 25-minute suite that we're about to hear. The story is based on 1001 Nights. And the main storyline goes like this. The untrusting sultan has each new bride executed the morning after the marriage. Wow. Scheherazade manages to avoid this fate by telling him grand stories, but leaving them unfinished at dawn. She does this for 1001 nights. The sultan eventually falls in love, and they remained married for life. Wow, so her plan worked. Anyway, let's go. Wow, what an opening. John wasn't sure if I'd cry. Well, now we know. John Kemp, right?
And so for many days, with the dawn, the Sultan led his way, white put to death, his name on their dying Scheherazade bewitched him with songs of jeweled keys, princes and of heroes and eastern fantasies, told him tales of sultans and talismans and rings. 1,001 nights she sang to entertain her king. She sings Scheherazade,
Pretty much what I was expecting. And more. Gorgeous. Love that it's in the distance, in the background. Nice quiet moment.
to see your light and then be shamed. You cover darkness with 1,000 secret flames with your love. Oh my love, oh my love, my love.
Ooh, perfect trio there.
And I would cause the winds to blow 100 different days and bring the perfumes of the gardens of the ways of your love. Oh my love, oh my love, my love. Crystal and the clay, nights and the days, all on the princess seal. Eagle of the sky, light of the earth, this is what the seal is worth, what the seal is worth. Holds all of the dreams of a life, tapestries and wishes of life, pictures and visions of life, spirit, the soul of the night. He would vow to love her for the rest of all his days.
Big shift. Okay. Only halfway. Perfect. Just a tad overwhelmed so far. Were those crickets, by the way? I'm totally lost in the song, obviously. Ooh. More darkness. Foreboding. So many vibes. That was expected, though. Just at the highest level. No surprise.
Scheherazade, this day is yours. Bearers of your gifts now all around you stand. Finest silk made in the land is waiting for your choice. It shimmers at your hand. Scheherazade, your life is one you have today. The sultans of the people watch you step into the sun. Stalls and bars of every kind, food piled high on woven leaves for all to eat. Drums and flutes at every turn, music winding, twisting through the crowded streets. Caravans from far away bring people laughing, people come to see the Sultan in Baghdad today. The name is known, the tale is told, the Sultan let her life be spared. The festival begins this day, to celebrate her fame, the people sing her praise. Stories from the crowds are dancing to the music and the entertainment, all the voices sing, the people call to see the king. The Sultan smiles, his story's just begun. The Sultan and Scheherazade are one. Christmas rains. 1,001 nights she sang to entertain the king. She sings Scheherazade,
Wow is not a big enough word. Exactly what I expected, but not really, because it was better than I expected, better than I hoped for. You know, you don't really know until you actually hear it, experience it. I've thought about it for many months, probably over a year, 2 years, who knows. But it was worth the wait. Everything about it, glorious, perfection, emotion through the sky, into other dimensions. And yes, that ending, I knew it'd get a huge ending. Whatever they did in the last minute there, intense. I was tightening up, and yes, I even broke my pen or bent it because it was just that intense. I had to release the energy somehow. Wow, what an experience. I think I'm going to call this the Great Flood episode because it was just maybe 2 or 200 tears happening. It was what I expected. I was 100% sure. Yes, John, I cried just a tad. And each tear was so meaningful, so well-deserved. Wow. Okay, so back to the beginning. I was sold, completely sold, with that first beautiful, regal melody. I got chills literally within the first 20 seconds. Wow, I'm already lost in the first 20, 30 seconds. I'm already overwhelmed in the first 30 seconds. I don't think that happens often. Maybe it never has to this degree, but no surprise. Of course, the first section, I know it's broken into several, just stunning in every way. It had that overture type of feel. It was so rapid, so dramatic, so exuberant. Of course, I adored it. It was kind of hard to know on first listen, where one section would stop, when the next would begin, but I got the general idea. Pretty soon we were already at the third section. I knew that because I knew that John Camp was singing. He sounded amazing. Not sure if I've heard him before. Probably not, but loved his vocals. But when him and Annie started singing together, incredible. They sounded so beautiful. Yeah, so this section seemed to go on for a while, or maybe it was the Sultan and Love theme combined, but a glorious section. I mean, they all were. I love the 70s vibe happening. I was getting shades of the Moody Blues. That was incredible. By this point, the orchestra and choir's already sending me over the edge. No surprise, I'm sure you saw it on my face. You saw it streaming down my cheeks. Perfection to infinity. I mean, that whole love section alone was a fully satisfying, complete song at the highest level. But really, every section was so fulfilling and so complete. Really, every single section in this masterpiece was drawing out all the deepest emotions out of me, all the deepest pleasure that I knew it would, that I expected it would. And wow, talk about success. Just a stunning experience, kind of like no other. Yes, I've experienced several epics, but this is definitely unique because of the storyline, because of the band, the vocalists, of course, Annie, and of course, the orchestra. Wow. Next, we get this stunning, emotional solo piano section, a perfect break. That alone was glorious, whatever melodies were happening there. I went on for a little while, and then more orchestra joins in. There was plenty of dark and light coexisting together. I always talk about that. It's been happening a lot recently, it seems, and it was done to perfection here. Wow, just glorious melodies, whatever they were doing in whichever section. And that whole section with that piano was perfect storytelling with no words, no lyrics needed. Then the next section, I'm calling it the love section. It might have been the section titled The Young Prince and Princess as told by Scheherazade. I don't know, but it was beautiful. It was when Annie was singing along with, I believe, an oboe, an acoustic guitar, maybe a harp came in. I said it was a perfect trio, maybe a perfect quadro, whatever you call that. Anyway, it was amazing. Every section was amazing. She's entrancing me as always with her perfect, stunning voice, almost not from this world, just like the greatest, like Karen Carpenter and a few others that we know and love. It's like as she was singing and not singing, I was waiting patiently for every soothing, stunning syllable that she sang. Then the biggest shift in the song, I think, and I think the longest pause, everything cuts out. I think that's when we heard the crickets, and then a whole different vibe. It was very foreboding, ominous. We got these amazing tremolo strings happening to build that foreboding nature. I heard some great xylophone going on, I'm pretty sure. Just some amazing rising drama, but very dark, probably the darkest section of the whole suite. We even get this eerie choir coming in and out with these interesting notes. So much intensity. One of my favorite sections there. Then the next section was amazing in itself. Unexpected melodies, high energy. I know it was rapid. The orchestra shining all over the place, of course. I was in heaven for that alone. But really the bass and drums, by John Camp and Terrence Sullivan, still were in total command as well, balanced perfectly with that orchestra. They were never in the background. They were always big, bold, and amazing to hear. There were some nice punchy staccato moments in that fast section. Again, every section, a work of art. Beautiful, captivating. Then another calm and poignant pause musically. Love the journey, the peaks and valleys here. It's just written to perfection. I can't even imagine writing a masterpiece like this. Every section can be savored so deeply, but in different ways, depending on the sound, the vibe, with different emotions. I was invested and I was getting so much out of it in different ways at different times in the song. Overall, there were so many bold and adventurous melodies. I love that. Almost too many to count. You never know what's coming around the corner. Intensity into other dimensions. Again, I felt so much with this song, as I expected to. And of course, I love that we had a full orchestra here, the amazing London Symphony Orchestra. I love that we seem to, get every single orchestral instrument. I can't think of one that I didn't hear, amazing percussion, timpani, French horn. I know I heard that. Trumpets, woodwinds, strings, of course, everything, piano. It was all amazing. Wow. Then we get a nice unexpected groove towards the end with that Scheherazade victory section, I'll call it. Clearly, she won the battle. She was spared. They fall in love. They both live happily ever after. And the exuberance of the positive outcome was just shining from that moment on to the very end. Speaking of which, that section led perfectly into the bigger coda. I knew it was coming. It definitely did not disappoint in any way. If anything, it exceeded my expectations. I knew we'd get big, grand, and glorious for the end. But wow, again, you have to hear it to fully get it, to fully take it in, appreciate it. And at the very end, we already talked about that. I'm sure I'll talk about that again. But back a little bit, I definitely noticed that they brought back an early favorite melody with a couple of those dark notes that I pointed out. I was singing along, just loving life. Such an evocative feel in that coda. It was the Scheherazade. I think that's what they were singing. Into the skies, of course. I didn't do it justice there, but as it built in intensity, I just could see her, the character Scheherazade, absolutely shining, beams of light around her, maybe rising up or walking upstairs, some kind of procession, everyone just admiring her, the woman of the day, the woman of the century, whatever you want to call it. Just incredible. I mean, you can't describe in words what I was feeling throughout lots of parts of the song, most of the song, of course, but at the very end, wow. Again, I lost it in the beginning, definitely lost it right in the last minute or so there, because it was absolutely perfect, almost beyond words, like I say. I'd say that end minute was as big, glorious, and soul-flooding an ending that I've ever experienced, not only on the channel, but in my lifetime of music listening in general. I'm sure many of you watching knew exactly what this would do to me and waited patiently for this moment. I really hope you enjoyed my reaction. As you saw, it exceeded my expectations. It just did so much for my soul like you would never know. But you can kind of have an idea based on everything I just said and watching my reaction, my face. Yeah, so I've been hoping deep in my heart for the last couple of weeks since I created my newest rating, my highest rating, the highest that I'll ever go. There'll never be anything above it. I was hoping that this song would achieve it, and it absolutely did. This one's getting the quadruple epic platinum record award. Yes, absolutely, with every fiber of my being, for Song of Scheherazade by Renaissance, 1975. And thank you so, so very much for this amazing, glorious masterpiece. The amazing Annie Haslam, Michael Dumford, John Tout, John Kemp, Terence Sullivan, Tony Cox, the London Symphony Orchestra, and of course, the amazing John L. Rice. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you love this one as well. I hope you loved my reaction. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this masterpiece, capital M. I would love to know what you think. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past. Wow.